Now in this video we are going to learn about salts, right? Salts are what? Salts are formed when acid and base react with each other to form salt, that is neutralization reaction is taking place. During neutralization reaction, what is happening when acid and base are reacting with each other to form salt and water is released. So from this we can conclude that salts are the ionic compounds that are formed by the neutralization reaction, right? So what is the basic salt? Basic salt that we use, that common salt that we use to consume daily, that common salt is NaCl, that is sodium chloride. This is known as common salt. Examples of salt we can see: calcium chloride, sodium chloride, magnesium chloride. All these are what? These are the salts. See, salts are formed when acid and base are reacted with each other. So the pH of salt differ with the reaction of different acids and bases. So we will see first the pH of some salts. When two strong acids and strong base, means one strong acid and strong base combines to form a salt, then the pH of that salt will be 7, right? That is neutral. And when salt of weak acid and strong base combines each other, then the salt that is formed, the pH of that salt will be basic in nature, because the base is strong here. That's why the pH will be towards 14 on the pH scale, and the pH will be basic. When the strong acid and weak base react with each other to form a salt, at this time the pH will be what? The pH will be acidic in nature. It is towards 0 on the pH scale, as the acid is strong. That's why the pH will be acidic in nature, right? Now we'll see some salts that are made up of this common salt. When this common salt, sodium chloride, goes under some reactions, many other salts are formed, and these salts have many uses in our day-to-day life. So one by one we are going to learn about the salts that we use in daily life. First is what? Sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide is what? NaOH. Sodium hydroxide. It is generally known as caustic soda. Caustic soda we use in our day-to-day life, right? So general name of sodium hydroxide is caustic soda, and chemical name is sodium hydroxide. So we'll see first the formation of caustic soda, right? Sodium hydroxide. What will happen when we pass electricity through an aqueous solution of sodium chloride? When we pass electricity from the aqueous solution of sodium chloride, this aqueous solution of sodium chloride is known as what? Brine. What it is called? It is called brine. So when the electricity is passed through an aqueous solution of sodium chloride called brine, it decomposes to form sodium hydroxide. What is happening here? It is decomposing. Sodium chloride is decomposing. Sodium is getting differentiated from chlorine. See here, chlorine is liberated separately while sodium is forming bond with water, that is OH negative. So here sodium chloride is decomposed in the aqueous solution, that is in water. Here NaCl is reacting with water. That's why here we have written sodium chloride is in aqueous form. So here what is happening here, the decomposition of sodium hydroxide is sodium chloride is taking place, and sodium hydroxide is formed. The process is called the chlor-alkali process because of the products form chlor from chlorine and alkali for sodium hydroxide. This process is also known as what? Chloralkali process, as here alkali is formed, that is sodium hydroxide is a alkali. Alkali we have seen yesterday, aqueous solution of any base is known as alkali. So here alkali is formed and chlor, here chlorine is liberated separately, so chlor we have mentioned here. Now this chlorine gas is given out at the anode. You have seen when electricity is passed to any substance, see diagram number, figure number 2.8 in your books, here, this diagram, right? So just look at here, what is happening here. Two electrodes are present, one is anode and another one is cathode. Anode which is positive, and cathode that is negative. So here what happens, negative charges attract each other. We have seen this in electricity, right? So here anode is positively charged and cathode is negatively charged, but as anode is positively charged, negative ions will attract towards anode and positive charges will be attracted towards cathode. So in this reaction we can easily say that when the decomposition of NaCl is carried out in the presence of electricity, what is happening here? As anode is positively charged, that's why chlorine will be shifted, chlorine will be accumulated towards anode, it will released on anode. Here chlorine will be released on anode. This hydrogen is positively charged, right? Hydrogen is positively charged and cathode electrode is what? It is negative in charge, so it will attract positive charge. So this hydrogen ion will be accumulated on cathode, and the whole NaOH, what will happen with it? It will form near cathode. It will be forming near cathode. See, chlorine gas is given off at anode and hydrogen gas at the cathode. Sodium hydroxide solution is formed near the cathode. The three products produced in this process are all useful. Right, now we will see some uses of this sodium hydroxide where this sodium hydroxide or caustic soda is used. First use of it is used to make soaps and detergent. Where it is used, we have seen that soaps are basic in nature. So which base is generally used here? Here sodium hydroxide, and NaOH is used in production of soaps and detergent. So it is used to make soaps and detergent. It is used in paper manufacturing. It is also used in paper manufacturing industries. Okay. Now it is used in oil refining. In oil refining also it is used. Now it is used in PVC manufacture, pipes, disinfectants, CFCs, pesticides, swimming pools. For this production also this caustic soda is used. Now as a pesticide also we can use this sodium hydroxide. In the form of pesticide we can also use sodium hydroxide, right? So this is all about sodium hydroxide. Now the second type of salt which is formed by this sodium chloride is bleaching powder. Bleaching powder is what? CaOCl2, right? CaOCl2 is what? Bleaching powder. Commonly it is known as bleaching powder, but its formula is CaOCl2, chemical formula, and the name is calcium hypochlorite chloride. Why it is calcium hypochlorite chloride? Just see here, 2 Cl are present. one Cl is completely bonded with the oxygen. So calcium, when this calcium is separately present, one chlorine is bonded with oxygen, that's why it is known as hypochlorite, and here chlorine is separately present, that's why we are calling this as chloride. So calcium hypochlorite is the name of bleaching powder. It is a chemical name of what? Bleaching powder. Now, how this calcium hypochlorite chloride is formed? Let's see here. Calcium hydroxide. This calcium hydroxide, when in the presence of chloride ion, when it is reacted with chlorine, this calcium hydroxide is known as what? Calcium hydroxide is slaked lime. When this slaked lime reacts with chlorine, what does it form? It forms calcium hypochlorite chloride, and water is released here. When slaked lime, calcium hydroxide, reacts with chlorine, it forms calcium hypochlorite and water is released. So in this way, bleaching powder is produced. Now what are the uses of bleaching powder? Bleaching powder is used in many ways at our homes. Bleaching powder is used for bleaching cotton and linen clothes. So in cotton and linen industries, bleaching powder is used. Now for bleaching wood pulp in paper factories also, bleaching powder is used to bleach papers in paper industry. This bleaching powder is used. Now, it is used as an oxidizing agent in chemical industries. In chemical industries, it is used as an oxidizing agent. Okay, and generally we use bleaching powder for disinfectant too. As a disinfectant, it is added with water to bleach the water to make it disinfectant, right? So these were some uses of bleaching powder. Now we'll see some examples of baking soda, right? Baking soda. Baking soda is what? Baking soda is NaHCO3, sodium hydrogen carbonate. What it is? Sodium hydrogen carbonate is commonly known as baking soda. Now how this sodium hydrogen carbonate is formed? See, when common salt here, common salt, that is NaCl, when in presence of water, means aqueous solution of NaCl, reacts with carbon dioxide and ammonia. Aqueous solution of NaCl when reacts with carbon dioxide and ammonia, it forms ammonium chloride, NH4Cl plus NaHCO3. Sodium hydrogen carbonate is formed. So, when aqueous solution of sodium chloride reacts in the presence of carbon dioxide and ammonia with each other, ammonium chloride and sodium hydrogen carbonate is formed, right? When again this sodium hydrogen carbonate is heated, this is a symbol of giving heat. When again this sodium hydrogen carbonate is heated, what will happen? It will decompose. And in which form it will decompose? It will decompose in Na2CO3, water will be released and CO2 will be also released. Water will be formed here and CO2 will be released, right? Na2CO3 is what here? Na2CO3 is sodium carbonate. So, how it is formed? We'll see this again. When aqueous solution of sodium chloride reacts in the presence of carbon dioxide and ammonia, ammonium chloride and sodium hydrogen carbonate is formed. When this sodium hydrogen carbonate is further heated, then sodium carbonate is formed with the release of water, with the formation of water and release of carbon dioxide gas. So, what are the uses of baking soda? Baking soda we used as an antacid. We have seen just in a previous video that when an honeybee stings, that its sting contains methanoic acid. To neutralize the acid released by that bee, what we used to do? We use baking soda over it so that it can neutralizes the methanoic acid. So here it is also used an antacid used for fire extinguisher. Yes, it is also used as a good fire extinguisher. Why? Because it is releasing NHCO3 is releasing carbon dioxide when it is heated. So this carbon dioxide is used for what? For stopping the fire. That's why it is used as a fire extinguisher. For making baking powders, in making of baking powder also baking soda is used, as baking powder is what? Baking powder is a mixture of baking soda plus tartaric acid, means the combination of weak acid and baking soda is what? Baking powder. So here baking soda is also used in the manufacturing of baking powder. What is the use of baking powder here? Baking powder is used in breads and cakes to make it soft and spongy. Okay. So these are the 3 salts which we have seen yet. Now 2 more are remaining that we are going to see now. That is washing soda and plaster of Paris. Now here we will see about washing soda and plaster of Paris. So first we will see washing soda. What is washing soda? What is the chemical formula of washing soda? The chemical formula of washing soda is Na2CO3.10H2O. Na2CO3 is what? Sodium carbonate. Sodium carbonate. Sodium carbonate is present with water. 10 molecules of water are associated with it. That's why 10H2O. 10 means deca and water means hydrate. So sodium carbonate decahydrate, it is its chemical name. And what is the chemical formula? Na2CO3.10H2O. When this sodium carbonate reacts with 10 molecules of water, it forms sodium carbonate decahydrate. So in this way washing soda is formed. In common we call this sodium carbonate decahydrate as washing soda. So what is happening here? Here recrystallization of sodium carbonate is taking place, means it is getting crystallized with water. Recrystallization of sodium carbonate is taking place. So crystals of sodium carbonate that are with 10 molecules of water are known as what? Washing soda. What is the general use of washing soda? In glass soap and paper industry, it is used as a washing agent. In the manufacturing of borax, what? Borax, there also as a washing agent washing soda is used. Cleaning agent in houses for washing clothes and for cleaning many substances, what we use? We use washing soda. And for removing hardness of water, we also use washing soda. What is hardness of water? When some substances, fluorine and all these, chlorine, all these elements when they are present in water, that water is known as hard water. So for removing hardening of water also we use washing soda, right? And the next salt that we have is plaster of Paris. That is what? Calcium sulfate, that is made up of calcium sulfate. What is the chemical formula of that? Calcium sulfate dot half H2O, means calcium sulfate hemihydrate. Hemi means half, hydrate, water means hydrate. Calcium sulfate hemihydrate is what? CaSO4 dot half H2O. Now how it is formed? When gypsum is what? Gypsum is CaSO4 dot 2H2O. CaSO4.2H2O is known as what? Gypsum. So when the gypsum is what? Gypsum is used in the manufacturing of cement and many other substances. It is used as a hardening agent. Have you seen this in cement? When dry cement is a loose powder, but when it reacts with water, when it completely dried up, what happens? It gets solidified. It is so hard that it cannot be broken by us. So here gypsum is used inside that cement. So what is happening here in the formation of calcium sulfate hemihydrate? This gypsum is prepared. How gypsum is prepared? So what is happening here? When heating gypsum, when we are heating gypsum at 100 degrees centigrade, when gypsum is heated, 100 degrees centigrade means 373 degree Kelvin. At 373 Kelvin, when gypsum is heated, it loses water molecules and it loses some water molecules. Means this calcium sulfate twice hydrate, when it is heated at 100 degree Celsius, that is 373 degree Kelvin, what is happening here? It loses some water molecules. So how many water molecules it has loses? Just see here. When it is heated at 100 degree Celsius, or you may say 373 degree Kelvin, what is happening? It releases some water molecules, and CaSO4.12H2O is only remained. So this CaSO4.12H2O is known as what? It is known as plaster of Paris, while this is CaSO4.2H2O is gypsum, and this is what? This is POP, that is plaster of Paris. So here also see, when this POP is again heated with water, 1.5 molecule of water, again it will form gypsum. So in this way the conversion of gypsum to POP and POP to gypsum will take place. How it is useful for us? POP is used in as a support of it is used by doctors for supporting our bones, right? We use that band after we have a fractured bone. So that band is made up of what? Plaster of Paris. With the support of this, our broken bones get fixed. For making toys and for decoration material also it is used. Many toys and decoration materials in weddings you have seen. These are also made up of what? These are also made up of POPs. Then for making surface smooth, before painting our houses that are made up of cement and everything, before painting, what we used to do? We do POP to that, है ना? So why we used to do? To make that surface smooth, also plaster of Paris is used. So in many ways we have seen how these salts, acids and base are useful for us, and how they are formed, what are their chemical properties. So in this way we have completed our second chapter from class 10 science, that is acid, bases and salts, and hope you understood this well. If you have any doubts you can ask me, and just go, I'm repeating this day by day, that just go through your NCERTs twice thoroughly and ask your doubts whatever you have. Till that, keep learning and keep preparing for your exams along with the other subjects. Just do go with your science lectures too, as we do not much time in your science paper, right? So just keep studying along with it, and This is all about this chapter. Thank you and have a nice day.